Good evening, folks, and welcome back to Vito Capiso Stadium for today's game.
Second half, right, Rick?
Second half of today's game, pitting Nantucket against Bourne in the MIA Division III South Sectional Lacrosse Playoffs, second round. Austin Starr up with the opening face-off for the second half. Moves it along to Cole Evans, the freshman. Cole's in there right now, the lefty. Sam O'Keefe was injured in the second quarter there. He's on the bench. Looks like maybe they're just keeping him out as a precaution. It looked like he perhaps had some type of upper body injury, maybe around the ribs. I think he was fouled by one of Bourne's aggressive kids. Bourne got away with a little bit of chippy play in the first couple of quarters. Maybe the officials will call it a little tighter the second half.
Look at that little move. Completely fooled him.
And
that would have been
once again,
beautiful.
Just shoot the ball overhand, and throw it at the goalie's offside hip, and you're going to score. It doesn't look as nice on the highlight reel, but it goes in the goal. Spencer West brings it around, turns the corner, takes a nice shot, and they get Bourne for unnecessary roughness. Kind of on cue, we just mentioned that might happen, and it did. Owen Lapworth with a kind of a high push after Spencer had let that go.
That's a tough kid. That's taking it to the basket, as they say. I mean, he really put his body in.
Well, as they say, you take that extra step to greatness, as one of the TV commentators says on ESPN. And what that means is, you're going to get hit anyway. You might as well make that extra step and get a good shot off. And it doesn't hurt as much when the ball's in the back of the goal. Here's Victor Gambaroni moving it along. You want to move the ball quickly, that extra man. One cradle and move it. Here we go. Nice look.
Oh, and you had 38 open too.
Flag down.
Wow.
Got number 17 with a cross check.
So that's 2 men down.
Bourne will be 2 men down. Bourne will be 2 men down for 1 minute and 47 seconds.
Wow.
So now, this is where you say you don't want to take the first shot, you want to take the best shot. You're 2 men up, you got 1 minute and 47 seconds. You get 47 seconds of that first penalty, you're going to be 2 men up for 47, that's a lot of time. Over to Spencer, nice shot.
Beautiful shot.
Squeezed it, squeezed it between the goalie and the plate.
A few words, and one Bourne kid didn't like it.
It's nice to see Spencer step away from that, Don't be talking to him. When I was playing lacrosse, there was a player, one of the all-time great attackmen, played for Cornell University. Unfortunately, he was killed in 9/11, but his name was Eben McEnany, and he was kind of like Spencer, tiny little guy, tough little Irish kid, and he loved to talk. And I'll never forget the first time I played against him. I couldn't believe it. He just never stopped. But he's also a 3-time
You played against him?
Yeah, he's also a 3-time first-team All-American.
Yeah, there you go.
Played on 2 national championship teams at Cornell, one of which was undefeated. Austin Starr to take the face-off for Nantucket. The Whalers with an 8-2 lead. Got Austin for a hold. It'll be Bourne ball. Bourne really has to make something happen in the next 10 minutes, or this game's going to get away from them. I mean, when you only scored 2 goals all game, and now you need to score 6 unanswered to tie, with only 22 minutes left in the game. Now Nantucket's on a man-to-man defense. They're communicating right now. Who's going to be the slide? Austin's trying to force this kid to go to his left. He carries it righty. Nice check by Austin. 23 comes up with it. Tyler Lacasse. Once again, nice save. Now they get Nantucket for probably a push. They get Nantucket for a loose ball push. Huntley, the official there, whose last name I can't recall, inadvertently threw a flag. It was a loose ball. Now, had that been a push with possession, it would have been a time foul. Bourne mishandle. Austin Starr on it. Up with it. Austin goes to leg it out. Moves it along to Bartlett. The freshman,
Nice.
freshman Cole Evans up with that ball. I think Nantucket might have stepped on the line there, but in any case,
it's push.
Calls for a push with no possession. Once again, the official wasn't really in position to make that call. Bourne throws it away anyway. Here, Robert Hickman brings it down. The big senior.
Ooh.
How did they give that to the goalie? That should not have been Bourne ball. Evans had the backup on that. Bourne brings it up. Once again, Nantucket with a good ride. Gambroni comes up with it. Gambroni carries it behind. He's a former attackman, so he's comfortable back there.
Oh, that was a beautiful play!
Nice play.
Wow! What a pass!
Was that Harnisfeger from Gambroni?
Yes.
Gambroni, once again, Nantucket's done a good job of seeing through the defense today. In other words, looking for their opponent on the backside and finding the little passing lanes between those big long sticks that are always should be up in the air. That's Harnisfeger's third goal today. He also has one helper. Gambroni has, I guess, 2 goals and 1 assist.
So that's 9-2. Whalers in front with 8:55 left in the third period.
Nantucket's really starting to extend this
Bourne
lead.
has just not scored. They started out strong and just faded away.
Well, Nantucket's got a solid defense, and Bourne doesn't get contributions from all their players the way Nantucket does. Nice look. There's Culkins leading that breakaway. That was it. You didn't have to make that pass. He wasn't really open. Good sportsmanship there by Terrain.
He was smart to do that because he might have been called, even though the whistle had.
He gave him a little shove.
He did, yeah.
Nice stick fake there. But once again,
there we go again. Now what?
I'm not sure what that transpired just now.
Yeah, get it, Murphy! All right, T, all right.
I think both teams maybe are a little bit mouthy, but it seems like Bourne has been a lot of pushing after the plays. With 3 officials, you'd like to think they'd get it. Nice save. Downey read that the whole way, didn't flinch. Once again, he was on that one as well.
At the post?
No.
Hey, watch this, top middle! Top middle shot!
Oh!
That's going to be interference. It's going to be white ball.
That's no interference! Come on!
Oh! Oh, the coach is very upset. You were right.
That was interference, and I think Steve's going to call it. I think the officials just didn't communicate, and Huntley blew the. That should have been Nantucket ball behind the goal.
So they're calling that off.
Yep. Okay. Well, you like that when the officials don't let their ego get in the way. They admit they fouled it up a little bit, and they disallow the goal. So it'll be Nantucket's ball, and I guess it'll be behind the. They're going to give it to us where? I guess Terrain will pick it up with a wing. We'll probably see the.
You don't normally see the coach get that animated, but boy, he knew for sure that was
No, he definitely.
And you did too. You guys called.
He definitely interfered with it. They'll start the ball in the crease because that's where the foul occurred. They'll try to shut off Terrain. Good luck doing that. I don't know what's taking so long to get this restarted, but anyway.
He wants to be there.
Right to T! To T! 3-5, you open. Business.
Okay, the train's just going to run it out.
Look at the speed. Look at the speed. This is what we love. Boom.
Dwayne looks down at that freshman. Evans mishandles a little bit, but that's okay. Moves it along to Spencer West, the senior. Harnisch-Fager up top. Harnisch-Fager's been dangerous for the last 3 years. That right-handed take from that top wing. Up top of the wing, I should say. Now Gambroni setting up for first sweep. He'll look to feed the crease if he doesn't get a full step. There he's a tie. Nice shot.
Wow, that kid can shoot.
Gambroni to Harnisch-Fager. Once again, that's Harnisch-Fager's sweet spot.
Man, he can shoot.
If you put together a highlight reel of Ty's goals over the last 4 years, a lot of them would be from that little area right there.
Yeah.
At halftime, Coach Chambers and I were joking about the time we played Bourne years ago, and I can't say it on TV, but it was a cluster blank offense that Marsh Chambers used to joke about because we couldn't run our offense properly one day, but we kept scoring, and even though we weren't running our patterns. Always think of that when we played Bourne.
What was he on? He was a coach as well?
Yeah, Marsh was an assistant for me for the whole time.
I see.
Marsh started with us the first year we had lacrosse in '97. And of course he played at University of Colorado and Cal Irvine. I'm not sure what that call was, but anyway. Turn around, James. You know, if you're
Big save,
if you're the Bourne, that's just plain catch. You know, he threw it right in his stick.
That's true.
If you're the Bourne coach, I mean, I don't know what to say.
I can barely see it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a goalie, it looks hard to us because we're not goalies, but for a goalkeeper, that's easy. Nice play. Oh, the freshman almost gets a goal there. Cole Evans, his dad's up here in the booth, and to his credit, he's keeping quiet. Another casual pass that's going to go out of bounds.
Is it too early to talk about Monday? I mean, who we might be facing? And
Well, we'll almost undoubtedly the winner of this game will undoubtedly face Cohasset. I believe the game is probably going to be at Norwell, but don't quote me on that. It will be a neutral site, but if you're playing Cohasset, playing anywhere in the Norwell, Hingham, Hull, or whatever area is not really neutral because it's right in Cohasset's backyard.
Exactly.
Ty Harnisch-Fager.
And what are they like?
Cohasset?
Yeah.
It's a traditionally strong program. I mean,
But we've never played. We haven't played them.
No,
They're in a different division.
No, they're in our division. That's why we're playing them in the playoffs.
Yeah, but did we play them yet?
No, this year.
But if they're in our division, why didn't we play them?
What do you mean?
You said they're in our division. Cohasset is
They're in our division. They're not in our league.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
No, Cohasset's a member of the old Pilgrim League.
Okay, I got it.
Which was the strongest league in the state by far back when everybody was in the same division. Prior to 2000, there was only one division. Our first year in the playoffs, 1999, we played in the Division I tournament and played Duxbury in the first round. And gave them a good game, too. And Robert Hickman's dad, Bobby, was an assistant on that team. Did a great job for us. That was our first varsity season. I think we were the first team ever to make the tournament in our first varsity season. Oh, yep.
Oh, how did he slip that in?
Well,
Jeez, I thought he was right in front.
That was a pretty good shot. He's put it right on the pipe on Keegan's offhand. Once again, you can see Bourne is one of these teams. They have 2 or 3 guys that do one thing pretty well, and they try to set them up for their strong shot. And 12 obviously is a good lefty snipe from that corner.
So that makes it 10-3 with 5:37 left in the third period. Nantucket ahead.
Austin Starr to take another face-off. He and Bartlett have been, he's taking the majority today as usual. Bartlett's taking a couple with his long stick. Victor Gambroni and Terrain Burton are the other middies who see a lot of action, along with a little cameo now and then by James Culkins. Nice hustle by Nantucket. Victor's after it. You know, one thing about Nantucket, and I think we take it for granted a little bit, but they really are a fast team. They've got a lot of speedy players on this team. It's not just terrain. Now, Austin alertly steps over so that.
Look at this. Look at this.
Nice play. The freshman Cole Evans in for a nicked up Sam O'Keefe. Gets a key goal there. His first ever playoff goal, and good for him. A nice feed by terrain.
Okay, 5:02 left in the third period. Nantucket is up 11-3.
Terrain Burton only has one goal today, but he's been all over the field.
Oh, making plenty of assists.
He probably has 2 or 3 hockey assists today, meaning that he fed the guy who got the eventual assist. Of course, you know that, Gino, as a hockey fan. Nantucket, what's the? Gambroni tracks it down. Cole Evans after it. They got Bourne for touching the ball with the hand. You can't do that. 11-3 now with under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Evans brings it on. Nice look. Nice play.
Pass by Cole.
Cole Evans, the freshman, with his second point in the last 15 seconds.
What kind of sub is that?
Yeah. Wide open. Nice alert play by Evans. You know, when everybody shares the ball and you play with your head up and you do the fundamentals well, you make space, you fill space, as we say. In other words, you clear out for a dodging player and you fill a space vacated by a dodging player. This game gets really easy. In lacrosse, we talk a lot about initiators. Nantucket has a number of guys that can initiate on offense. And we also talk about reactors, and Nantucket has every player on the team reacts well off ball. That'll be with holding the ball from play. I don't know what that call was. The Bourne player fell on the ball. It should have been withholding the ball from play. Oh well. So anyhow, Bourne's got the ball with 4:33 to go, facing a 9-goal deficit against a solid Nantucket defense.
Nice little block there.
Bourne is settling for outside shots.
Well,
and you compare that to what Nantucket's done. Nantucket's only had 1 or 2 goals taken from outside 10 yards today. Speedy terrain. Burton brings it down, drops it off to his line mate, Senior Gambroni. And Harnisfeger, the attackman, the senior, moves it along. Gambroni, he's going to come back left with a swim dodge. Oh, they got him for a ward. Yeah, that was a little bit phantom, but when you do a swim dodge and you wave your offhand, they're likely to call you even though you didn't really ward off. Nantucket up with the ball. Hickman on to Ben Murphy. Fellow long stick. Nice handle there by McVicker. Flag down.
He called it against Nantucket.
The ball, boy, that was almost another missed call. The ball was.
Or was it on blue?
It was.
I guess
on,
it was.
It
blue.
was on blue.
Yeah.
It was on blue. It was on blue. The flag was thrown on a loose ball, and it should have been a whistle right away. You know, we have 3 officials today, but it seems to be a little. Maybe I guess when you're accustomed to working with 2 officials, sometimes working with a third can create more problems than it solves. I don't know what they're talking about now. Come on, guys. If Dick Herman was here, he'd be saying, "Come on, gentlemen,
You think he would be?
I want to go home and have my supper." But Gino, you're going to have to give 3 stars today because Dick's not here.
I don't do the 3 stars. They're all up to you. No flag, see?
Oh,
No flags.
I was
Turnover.
yeah, okay, yeah. Well, you know, one of the things you see in games when you know the game's pretty much over is when the two teams start to talk to one another. And you can see the Bourne kids talking to us now. They kind of lost their competitive edge. You know, early in the game, if they were talking to us, it wasn't in a very nice way. Now they're just kind of chatting.
Yeah.
You know, game's over. And really, you can't blame them. A nine-goal deficit when you've only scored 3 goals, and you've got 15 minutes left. And in the first 36 minutes, you've only scored 3 goals. That's a pretty big order, especially on the road. So, teams are at even strength. Nantucket's working a little pairs offense, groups of 2, up top and on the crease. Nantucket made a mental error there. They never got the ball in the box. I don't think anybody realized it.
I didn't either.
Nobody realized it. And you know, honestly, Gino, the reason nobody realized it is that the darn officials took so long to figure that situation out that Nantucket forgot they hadn't gotten the ball in yet. Now, Terrain up with it. Number 19 for Bourne loses the ball. Terrain splits him. Terrain splits him again. It'll be white ball.
Now, what can we expect against Cohasset?
Well, I haven't seen them play this year.
Oh, you have not?
No, I mean, look, that's a traditionally powerful team. I think Cohasset teams in general have kind of gotten a little too much into Nantucket's head over the years. They're good, but they're a team that we can have an excellent chance of defeating if we do indeed play them. They're playing Fairhaven today. And, you know, anything can happen there. Fairhaven's a pretty good team, but if I had to bet, I'd favor Cohasset. But you know, they've had a lot of college-level players out of that program, as have we. Most recently, Thomas Flibbett, the All-American midfielder from Bucknell University.
Yep. Knock off the F-bombs.
You know, here we go again. You know, Bartlett's giggling coming off the field, but you know what? When you've got to really say that stuff pretty loud to get the officials down on you. So just zip your mouth and play lacrosse.
Where do these kids pick up this language? That's what I want to know.
Apparently you haven't watched the internet lately.
Oh, no. You don't ever swear, do you, Rick?
Never. But you know, I didn't as a coach because it's just.
Okay, but not.
It gets you in more trouble than it solves.
No, but you don't swear at home or anything, do you?
Well, I'm by myself all the time. If I stub my toe, I might. Our former excellent player, Mark Dwyer, is down there by the scores table. Mark was selected to play for Team Jamaica last summer. Ended up staying home for family responsibilities, but Mark was a real good player for us back in the early 2000s. Played for Stevenson University in Baltimore, which is one of the best teams in the country. Joel McVicker, nice ground ball, moves it along. Nice move. Nice play, Joel.
Look at this. This is what we do.
Nice play. Oh! That's one of those plays where all he had to do was just just delicately dump it over his shoulder.
Yes.
My college coach used to always say, when you're close like that, it doesn't have to break a pane of glass. Just throw him a bad pass and close, and you'll score. But Nantucket's still with the ball with 1:12 left in the third quarter and a 9-goal lead. Gabe Brody with another swim dodge. Looking to feed the backside. Harnisfager's open. Harnisfager was open 2 passes away.
Oh.
Now, once again, you know, that's just. Now,
what's that?
It might be conduct. We'll see. Okay.
What was that? What did he do? What's he going to say?
I think it might be illegal procedure.
2, 3, technical interference.
Interference. In other words, he contacted a player, an Nantucket player, to impede him more than 5 yards away from a loose ball.
Got it.
That's a 30
Interesting. I didn't know that.
That's a 30-second penalty. kind of bailed Nantucket out of a bad situation there. We can't throw those passes away. Forget about. Miss out. Oh, that's going to go out. Mishandled by Gambaroni. These are the times now.
Yeah, but they were doing it right.
Yeah.
They were tossing it around. Kind of wearing the clock.
Nice,
Oh, what
nice
a steal
play there.
that is!
Oh,
Oh!
but it's going to stay in. Nice long grass on the sideline. I don't think.
Ooh.
Nice take. Barely missed there by Terrain. The goalie wasn't on that at all. If he just 1 inch to the left, that would have gone
20
in.
seconds left in the third period here.
Teams at even strength. Spencer West brings it on. Bourne is in his zone. Spencer turns the corner. Move the ball. Nice shot.
Bam!
Terrain Burton on the feed from Spencer West. That's Terrain's second goal of the game, but he's had as big an impact on this game as anybody today.
He makes it happen. Whether he's bringing it down or passing it.
That's the guy.
Ethan Farrar out there now for the Whalers.
So that makes it 9 seconds left with 13-3. Nantucket.
The Whalers with a 10-goal lead entering the fourth quarter. The clock may run here.
That's it.
And they're going to get Bartlett for a cheap foul at the end of the quarter.
Is that going to count for next?
Yes, it will. Nantucket will start the fourth quarter down, I think, probably one for 1 minute.
So that's it. End of the third quarter. Nantucket's leading 13-3.
Okay, folks. Welcome back to Vito Capito Stadium. Here we are. Boys going to be extra to start the fourth quarter. Nantucket. Hickman battling for that loose ball. That's a nice play by Hickman. Nice play, Robert. Robert Hickman's really helped this team this year. Now that was a bad pass by Hickman, though. You don't want to throw it to the middle of the field. Coach Aloisi, a smart call there to save a possession, timeout. You know, in that situation, you don't want to throw it in front of your goal. You're a man down. That's kind of an iffy pass even when you're even. But when you're man down, you don't want to throw it to a long stick in that close to the goal, right in front of the goal, because he's going to get jumped right away, maybe even doubled. You know, Nantucket's got to keep their focus here. Think about making good plays for the next 11 minutes and 29 seconds. Now, they have right now a 10-goal lead. I don't know whether the clock will run or not. It seems to be varying from official to official. But in the fourth quarter, with the 10-goal lead, the clock should be running. But then some officials will tell us it's a 12-goal lead. Which, if things keep the way they are, it may be a 12-goal lead before too long. You know, you really appreciate how much it means to have Dick up here when you do a game by yourself, you know.
Oh, yeah.
With just two of us.
Yeah, I know.
It's really nice to have somebody do the stats and somebody else do the play-by-play. But you know, we've seen some players emerge today. Most notably, Cole Evans coming on, the freshman, getting 2 points in his first meaningful varsity minutes. You know, he's played some in some of these runaway games early in the season against real weak teams. But this is playoff time. You know, you're a freshman. That's a big thing to accomplish. The Terrain. Nantucket is man down, but they're not going to be able to catch Terrain. He touches it in the box. Terrain's going to try to run out this penalty. No, he's fast enough to run around these guys. There are 7 seconds left in the penalty. Burton carried the ball behind the goal. they'd be foolish to challenge him here because he'll run right by him. Okay, the teams are at even strength now. Bartlett coming on the field with his short stick. We thought we might see that today, and it has indeed happened. Bartlett, with the addition of Bartlett with a short stick to give a little midfield depth, along with the play of James Calkins. But James hasn't been out here that much the second half. Of course, we haven't had the ball that much offensively. Now Bartlett handles it up top.
Good time, you got it.
Looks like they need to get. They're out of switch.
They're just gonna pass it and hold it.
They need to get into their offense here.
I mean, why push it now?
Well, it's practice. Just execute your
That's
offense.
what I'm saying. But practice passing.
Execute your offense. Get the ball moving.
Just wear that clock down now.
We're just past.
They're not. They don't seem interested in being aggressive to take the ball away.
No, they don't. I know. I think they're probably a little tired. There we go. What?
It's so tempting. See?
Well, you have to take that shot. I mean, you want to keep playing. It's not like this is a 15-goal lead.
But if you have possession and you keep possession, that's all you need.
Well, the thing about it, for Nantucket, they've had so little time this year playing against a good, half-decent competition. They want to make the most of this today. Although we said they did have two good scrimmages. King Philip, which I guess was basically a tie, and that's a strong Division I program. I think they only have 1 or 2 losses. I mean, they're very strong.
And they tied them.
And Duxbury, of course, is a long-time Division I powerhouse. Over the last couple decades, they've been, almost without question, the #1 team, the public school team in the state.
Did they beat them?
No, they lost that one by 5 or 6 goals. But apparently, they played them very evenly. They had a handful of opportunities to score, but they just didn't quite complete. And they seem to think the Duxbury kids thought. I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag there. They're going to get Bartlett for interference away from the ball. That'll be blue ball.
All right, so that's just 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Bourne's going to sneak a player on this backside here. There's a guy open over here if he sees him. They might get failure to advance here. No, they got it over. Drain up with it. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go.
What a chase!
Senior Spencer West from the junior Bergen.
Wow. What a play Spencer made of getting that in front of the goalie.
That's West's second goal of the game to go along with 1 assist. Six different goal scorers for Nantucket today.
So that makes it a 14-3.
8:41 left. Seven different goal scorers for Nantucket today, and that's a good sign. Now that player just threw the ball away after being called for withholding from play when his stick deformed, and that really should have been delay of game. If this was a college game, they would have called that for delay of game for sure. He threw the ball away.
And what would have happened?
It would have been a 30-second penalty.
Okay.
Because the ball got stuck in his stick with the stick bent during the face-off. What he's supposed to do is just drop the ball where he stands. Nantucket turns the ball over. Isaac Corbett out there.
See? I mean, they had their guy, and they had a chance to score, and they ball handler. He lost where it was.
26 there. That's Hudson Perry, I think. Is that correct? Yeah. When you're a freshman, you come up with a loose ball like that, you can be a little nervous. I can remember feeling that way myself, even in college. If you're a freshman, Hudson came up with the ball and was kind of anxious to get rid of it. Isaac Corbett played defense here. Let's try to stay out of the penalty box, Isaac.
Coming in, Hudson, behind you, 2-3. There you go.
So the freshman Hudson Perry out there, number 26. James Calkins has to have the backup here. He's the one slide. He and Hickman.
He's all righty. Just play body. Just play body.
7:27 left in the game. The freshman Hudson Perry defending. Quick slide by Nantucket. Good play. Nice play.
It is out. That was a great little check. He slashed him too at the end. A little. What was that?
Now Isaac Corbett, Isaac gets a lot of penalties for a guy that doesn't play that much. And just can't go out there with the idea you're going to line somebody up, Isaac. You're going to get a call.
Yeah.
And that's not the first time we've seen that. Nantucket will be extra, so they'll put their extra man team out there. Whenever you're extra man, no matter what the game situation, you're going to play your extra man team. That's who practices. That's who knows the plays. Even though Nantucket is a pattern-driven offense, they still have some patterns in place they like to run when they're extra man. And once again, you have to emphasize that about Nantucket. What makes them such a good team this year offensively is the fact that everybody gets involved. They share the ball, and they're real active off ball.
And the ball handling is just outstanding.
That's also because we have, of our first 6 offensive players, 4 of them are seniors, and that makes a big difference. They've been playing together since middle school or earlier. Nantucket will move the ball clockwise. Look for them to run that wheel play again. Actually, James Calkins is out there in that low spot for Harness figure is out there. Ty with a hard outside take. They didn't challenge Matt very far that time, so that was a good shot. They're going to move it clockwise again. Look down low. Calkins is open. That's a nice idea. He was looking to feed Calkins. Nantucket's extra, so they can cover everybody right now. 26 seconds in that penalty. Ordinarily, when you're even, the clearing team has a man advantage because the goalkeeper's the extra guy. But today, right now rather, Bourne is man down. They do not have the advantage of an extra player. Mishandle the pass in the middle. Bartlett's all over it. That's going to be it.
Yeah, can't do that.
Well, I think it was partly a push and partly the fact that I think that's probably a young freshman in there for Bourne, and he didn't have the body strength to withstand a push from Bartlett. He fell right down. Probably was a little more less intentional than it looked.
1-5.
That was actually the junior Michael Bonito for Bourne. And once again, when you watch Bourne play offense, it's the same 2 or 3 guys that are really around every play, as opposed to Nantucket where everybody's touching the ball. I mean, of our starting group, Austin Starr is probably the guy that has the least of a green light to go to the goal, but he's an important Dodger as well. So every player Nantucket has out there with their first 6 is a dangerous offensive guy. 17's open in the slot. Gonna watch him. We'll give them that shot all day. 16's not one of their featured guys. Connor McGuire, although I guess he is pretty much of a scorer for them, so I stand corrected. He's trying to sneak in there. That's going to be Hickman. Nantucket needs to slide cross crease here. They don't want to slide adjacent. By that I mean. Uh-oh.
Oh, there they go.
Well, Nantucket gives up that extra man goal. Bourne had a couple guys open that time. I think Nantucket's got to maybe sit down with the whiteboard and talk that through, because when they see this telecast, they'll see 17 was open for a while, and as was 16. They were just in those seams, and Nantucket was in their man-down defense, but they were ready to back up adjacent, and they're just leaving that guy wide open. Okay, Gino, 5:30 left in this game, 14-4, 10-goal lead. This game's in the books. It's just a question of getting out of here without any ugly penalties at the end or anybody getting hurt. And on to the winner of the Cohasset-Fairhaven game, which I think starts today at 5:30. So, and that's at Cohasset. Cohasset, the number 3 seed, Nantucket, the number 2. And it's kind of too bad for us. They went to the neutral field in the 3rd round format recently, beaten the last few years, because Nantucket, being the higher seed, would have hosted a game where it played here. Senior Isaac Corbett in there facing off. Now,
what do you?
There's a push on Bourne.
Yeah,
and
some frustration setting in on Bourne.
People are tired. Some guys for Bourne, a lot of these seniors. They're a senior-laden team. This will be their last game. Nine seniors on this Bourne team. Who got that one, Gino?
13.
Spencer West, was it assistant?
No. Well, yeah, there was an assistant. I don't know who threw it. So that makes it 15-4. With 5:14 left in the game.
That's West's 3rd goal of the game. We'll give the assist to Ty Harnisfeger. The official score's got it for sure, but I think it was Harnisfeger. Okay, looks like Isaac Corbett's facing off for the Whalers. Ben Murphy here with a long stick. Murphy's been getting some minutes, and it's going to be key. Once again, to win in the ensuing rounds after today, you really have to use your depth. Number 25 for Nantucket in the game now. Isaac Corbett defending. Nantucket just communicate who's going to slide, and they don't. And an easy goal for Bourne with 4:39 to go. Nantucket still maintains a 10-goal cushion, 15-5. Bourne scored a few cheap ones here. That was really kind of lazy play on Nantucket. They weren't communicating. Nobody knew who the second slide was, and the kid was able to run through. But they haven't been able to close any closer than 10. So a 10-goal lead with 4:39 to go. As I said, this is a safe lead, but let's try to get out of here without any pushing and shoving or anything untoward now at the end of the game. This is when people do get frustrated, especially on the losing side. And
oh yeah.
Sometimes you see stuff happen. But Bourne's had a good season. They'll finish the season 11-9. They play in a pretty good league. They had wins over Pontiac and I think it was maybe an old Rochester or somebody, or no, maybe it was a Fairhaven. But they're a good program. Bartlett chasing. This is where you just make them play half field. Don't let them get into a broken situation. Recover and number up. Make them play half field, 6-on-6. And now,
dang.
Okay, well there's still 30.
So that's 9 now.
There's
9-point lead with 4:14 left.
Number 25 for us is who? 25 for us. Huh? Number 25 for us. 25. Okay, well,
Zach Wilson
with the penalty. We didn't see that penalty get called, but anyway, Nantucket was man down there again, and once again, they seem to be having a hard time covering adjacent when they're man down. It's something they're going to have to go over because that happens in a close game. It's a problem. Okay. The rule is that when you're man down, you really want to cover the ball and cover the 2 adjacent men that are 1 pass away, and if they're going to see an open guy, you want it to be a guy that's 2 passes away, not 1 pass away. These last 2 extra man goals Nantucket's given up, both times the guy was 1 pass away and managed to receive a pass to get a quick shot off. So that's got to get addressed, and I think it's probably a really pretty simple fix. Okay, Gambory's going to do a run, leaves it for Harnisfeger. Time his handles.
Yeah.
He was looking to shoot before he had it in his stick. can't say I blame him. He scored. That's his little spot there. When he gets the ball there, it's usually money. Bourne having trouble clearing. Bourne has done this a number of times today. Nice play by Gambaroni. Crossing over now. Bartlett. Okay, flag down. Hickman carries it over. Sorry, not Bartlett. It's Hickman. Hickman's been active with the ball today. Good job. Having trouble with your coffee there, Gino.
I don't think that's mine over there.
Darn it.
You look so good, too, before you drop that on yourself.
Nice $100 pair of linen pants.
Oh, no way. No, that'll come out. It's only coffee. Huh? What are you spending $100 for pants for anyway?
Because
When you
once
can go to the thrift store and get it for 10?
I don't like wearing cheap clothes. It's one of my things.
Ah. Well, you got to do your 3 stars, buddy.
Yeah, I've got them already, Gino.
You can go ahead anytime you're ready.
Okay, let's wait for a little break in the action here. Yeah, these are my tour pants. James Culkin's up with it. Nantucket with 2:37 to go. Nantucket is up a man, 6 on 5. 16 seconds left of that penalty.
Go, move, gentlemen! Look at squirrel, jog and squirrel, jog and squirrel. Squirrel, insist, look at yourself.
What's he saying?
Teams are going to be an even strength. Cole Evans.
Oh,
nice.
what a shot that was.
Cole Evans leaves it for James Calkins
with a perfect shot.
Freshman to
into
sophomore.
the corner.
That's Evans' second
Nice
assist
pass
today.
too, huh?
Yeah. Evans' second assist, 3rd point of the day for the freshman.
And that brings us to just 2:13 left in the game. Nantucket is up 16-6. And it looks like we'll be going to Norwell. We'll see.
Yep. Folks, the time and location of the next round of playoffs should be posted on the MIAA website, maybe as early as this evening. Cohasset plays at 5:30, I believe, so now there's going to be a flag down there, or maybe not. Now, here we go, some shoving going.
Yeah, but they're going to let them play this out.
2 minutes to go. Nantucket clears it to Bartlett. He'll cross the midfield line. Get that low to Harnisfinger. Now, Cam, you don't need to dodge here, Cam. Just let's move the ball along. Okay, good job. Isaac Corbett with the ball, senior. He wants to score here. Can't say I blame him. He's not a big scorer typically, so he wants his points.
Sure.
Nice play by Isaac. Isaac shows some good skills when he's out there, despite his predilection for the penalty box. Now here the senior Spencer West is carried. This will be the senior's last game here at Vito Capizzo Stadium. That's Spencer stepped to the crease. That's the 2nd time today. You got to watch that, Spence. Once again, it's not going to matter right now. You know, that happens in an overtime situation or a 1-goal game, and it can be very unfortunate. Minute 20 to play. Once again, Bourne, they really rely on 2 or 3 guys dodging, and that's really kind of kept their offense down today. They just haven't gotten enough people involved. Now, nice, sort of a 18-yard take by a guy that doesn't really appear to be an outside shooter. You can let them take that all day. Okay, Nantucket gets the ball on the ground. Bartlett, no, that's the McVicker. Flips it back to Hickman. Bartlett tries to goose it out. Isaac Corbett on it. Nice ball, Isaac. This is when Isaac can start swinging. You see, there we go. There we go.
All right, there it is. Now they're getting a little.
Yep.
Calm down, kids.
33 seconds to go. We don't need to end it on an ugly note.
No.
Now, for my 3 stars today, I think I'll do something a little different.
All right, go ahead.
First off, every team needs players who are practice contributors, who accept their role and don't get a lot of playing time. Every team I've ever coached, every good team I've ever played on or coached has had that kind of player. Guys over the years like Billy Fredericks, Josiah Brock, a number of them. And those guys are really key to the team. This year, I think Ethan Ferrara is one of those players for Nantucket. He's at every practice. He's a senior, doesn't get a lot of quality minutes, but plays his role and helps the team improve every day. So a star goes to Ethan. Secondly, I'd like to give a star to the coaches. They've done a great job this year, as always, and I think this year was especially challenging for them and the players, just trying to, create competitive situations and practices and games when so many of the games were runaways. So congratulations to another great season for Coach Aloisi and his staff, Marsh Chambers and Corey Gamble. And last, I'd like to give a star to the seniors and all their families. This has been a great group. They're 4-time league champions. The league's not the best one we've ever been in, but they've answered the bell every year. 4 league championships, and now they're going to the 3rd round of the playoffs. And let's just keep it going, guys. Congratulations, Whalers. Good job. Last home game for the seniors, and hopefully we go and get another win next week on Monday. Thanks, Gino.
You bet, and thank you, Rick, and we will look forward to seeing you guys. Probably, hey buddy, take care. We'll look forward to seeing you in, hi Justin, how are you buddy? Good. We'll look forward to seeing you guys in Norwell on Monday. Good night everybody.